Hey guys, Shinlock's here, back with our blind playthrough of Longest Journey. With me today is Manny. I think you can see this dark spot on my shirt, or maybe a couple, because I was just holding him and he was drooling all over, because that's what he does. Yeah, after this I'm going to try someone left a comment with I record these in advance, right? So this is probably going to get published, let's see, how far ahead am I? Probably in a couple weeks. So a couple weeks ago, someone recommended iced coffee, but their recipe was, what is it? I'm trying to remember because I want to try it after this. Spoonful of instant coffee, spoonful of sugar, a splash of hot water to start melting everything, and and then what did they say? Ice, splash of milk, and then fill the rest up with hot water and stir. That sounds really good. Actually sounds really good. I don't know how you... how do they... Oh, and he recommended, you can actually put coffee in an ice cube tray because the ice cubes will actually dilute the coffee. Oh, you alright, my meanie? Scratching his ear. And then licking his feet. Alright, so last time, what did we do? Last time we, talked to the map guy. Got the location of Brian Westhouse from this guy. Found out he's called the Rolling Man. He has a bicycle, apparently. Became a under-the-table female errand boy. Because, if the guild doesn't find out, then he doesn't have to pay for the delivery services. What else? Probably talked more about politics and my need to do so, which is tiring, quite frankly. But like I said, oh, you don't have to go. Are you sure? Here, okay, just be careful. Okay, good jump. All right. I was gonna, move closer, or move the chair closer. One of the two. Like I said, it feels like a compulsion because, I bet you need the bird. It feels like a compulsion because it feels like we're headed off a cliff, and I'm surrounded by people that are saying, no, everything's fine, and it's basically not fine. Or, the fire, the whole "this is fine" meme, right? And I'm like, no, it's on fire! Okay. Oh, there is a musical instrument. Why it wouldn't let me do anything with that before... I don't know. Is it going to cost an errand? Like one errand to do? So we have to deliver maps, and in doing so, we'll apparently find the address of the dude. Instrument merchant. I think this is my last one for the day. My last episode that I'm recording. Because I'm tired. I had to deal with the water softener guys earlier.
What's your most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's one Aaron?
Okay. Sounds legit.
I'll have the flute. That's one Aaron, isn't it?
Clever. Did I get it? Oh, is he giving it to me?
As luck would have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the Mojal won't mind.
Cool. Yeah, the water softener guys came out. Because my water softener stopped working, and this guy seems like he knows what he's doing more than the other guy. But even so, it's one of those things, it's like, you know, he runs through the things, and he's like, all the parts seem to be working, so it's either the resin in the tank, or the head portion that controls everything. And those are both the expensive parts. And so it's one of those things that, well, and also he's like, hey, the water pressure on the house is too high. It needs to be below 80, I think he said. And they've come out a couple times and it's been like in the 70s, so it's fine. But today it was like 90, which I guess it varies, right? So like they won't do anything basically, and I'm just like, crap, you know. Like, I guess I gotta pay to have that done, and then I guess I gotta pay to have the thing fixed as well, and I'm just like, it's another... Does it have to be done? No, but it's like I really do like the water softener. I really do. It makes the water taste better. It's really, like, it's... At first I didn't like it because it, you know, I was used to the taste of like tap water. Just I use a Brita filter, but then pulling some of that stuff out, the hardness out of it, you know, it tastes actually pretty close to filtered water at that point. So it's, you know. Oh, also, yeah, part of my... That's actually the other part of it, is the, my water softener has a charcoal filter on it as well. So that helps. You know, and the guy switched, because it's like a multi-part system, so he switched the, you bypass both. And he's like, you don't have to bypass the charcoal filter, you only need to bypass the one. So it's like, cool, so now my water is filtered again. So, alright, good to know.
It's a wooden flute.
Alright, can I use it on the dude? Can I use it on myself? Okay, well, let's talk to him first, be like, hey, I have a flute.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both. Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Sounds good. Alright, next. And we spent our one errand. Although... Okay, okay, I don't know how to do that. The rolling...
A map of... Shengegrial. Changangrial? Why can't these magical worlds have place names like Boston, London, or Kansas City? It's always like Loth this and Irid that. Like, cut back on the consonants already.
Fair enough.
One map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Interesting spelling.
Oh, the Dragon? Like 2 N's?
One map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tonlayak at the Journeyman Inn.
Cool. Alright, well, I guess we go back and get our other thing. Yep. Yeah, the water softener thing. I mean, you don't... It's one of those things. You don't need it. But it is... You know... I have noticed a difference, though. You know, in that... The hard... At least we have hard water. and that stuff just builds up on everything. The freaking I have like a stainless steel. It's basically a dog bowl, but I use it for the cat's water. And man, that thing, when I was at the old apartment, that thing was crusty. It like just the buildup on it. And yeah, don't have to worry about that with the water softener. So yeah, when I got here a few months ago, I'm like, yeah, because it was starting to lose, it was starting to descale, which I thought was nice, but it was slow, and I was like, you know what, I could just buy another freaking stainless bowl. I don't need this one, so I did. Because I tried to put vinegar in that thing and all that stuff, but that hard water, like that scaling gets on everything, and inside I lost a coffee pot to it,
I'm ready for my next job, sir.
Yes, good. Did you get the captain's signature?
Yes.
Hand me the delivery list so that I can see for myself.
You remind me of somebody I know. A real Scrooge.
Stan.
Good. What's a Scrooge? Maps, new revisions, lifesavers, maps.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, he's got to eat. You know what I mean? That's his life.
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you.
Yeah.
Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parrot Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
I hope I'm not supposed to be
Big
following
tower?
along.
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the
Elephant.
Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The rolling man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Awesome. Okay. You know, it's funny because they talked about... So, they talk about executions as murder, but it's like... So... Basically, I think there's things that you can do that are irredeemable, where there's crimes that are you can't be rehabilitated at that point, you know. And this focus on we have to save the poor criminals, we have to, you know, bring them back into the fold, or whatever, you know, show them the error of their ways. It's like, if they don't know that that's already wrong or even against the law, maybe they're immoral, but at the very least they should not do it because there's punishments, right? If they know something's wrong and they do it anyway, it's like, we put dogs that attack children, we put them down. And the only thing separating us from the animals is the social contract, okay? And, you know, I mean, you know, she's a woman, so she would think that what he said about the honor of death is better than living in captivity. I mean, jail destroys people. You know, it's like, I'm almost more of the colonial style of justice, where it's like, you're either fined some kind of corporal punishment, like, you know, caning or whipping or whatever, or I think actually in the colonies they like branded you or disfigured you, like they cut off your ear, like, oh, you're a thief, cut off your ear, you know, or they just kill you, right? Like, you do something so heinous that you need to be put down like a dog, right? And that way it makes sense, because back in those days, like, you literally had to work. Like, you had to work the fields to live and stuff. And, you know, in some cases, your family depended on it as well. And so it's like, yeah, there's certainly mistakes and stuff, but it's like, at the same time, you know, you put a dude away. I don't know about you guys, my job would not be there if I was jailed for 6 months. You know, like, they'd find someone else. So, you know, and then it's like, what about all your stuff? You know, is your house still being paid for? Well, hello, mister. I just saw movement behind me. It's like, is your house still being paid for? What if you go into default on the loan because now you're in jail? It's like, so, you know, so for you to do something bad enough, you know, it's, I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those things. City. Can I say city? I think jail is actually a, how to put this? It's not an abomination, that's the wrong word. It's just really bad. Yeah, this definitely looks like...
Great view. Back home, a place like this would easily set you back tens of millions. Here, it's probably free.
Indeed. Screen door to the city. Bottle.
probably Mr. Westhouse. Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Nation, what is it now? Oh, well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyef, are you?
Sorry, I don't know.
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were two of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
Oh shit, so he's shit-faced already.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Okay.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
Ooh. Ooh. They even did the little shake. Well, it's probably... I mean, if it's not good quality alcohol, like... Man, that's gotta be that rough. That's like... bottom shelf. Like plastic... like Popov vodka, the one that comes with the handle and the pouring spout on it, like good when you're a broke college student, but holy cow, that stuff is rough.
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
Good to know.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
Did he sign?
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fella, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
Uh-huh.
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning. I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
Well, he's not the Guardian, I don't think.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India, working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic? I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
So he was in the Navy in right around the time where the Spanish flu was going around killing people. That was bad. The first flu, right? Like 10% kill rate, something like that, or it killed 10% of the world. I don't remember. Something like that. It was bad. It was real bad.
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown tracks. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of '34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
So...
Sign this, please. It's just to confirm that I made the delivery.
Certainly.
May as well do all of them if I can. I assume that's the way forward, but... Okay, so got it. That is a good question. Why... Well... The only thing I could think of is... Well, let's look at the bottle, I guess.
It's a brown, slightly cloudy liquor.
Where do you get liquor from here?
I can't hold my liquor. I'll be spending the rest of the day doubled over, staring into the ocean, and, I'll just not have any.
Smart. Okay, well, I mean, the only thing you could think of is he would say to find him because of maps, right? Or so we could start doing the map delivery stuff so we could get out into the world, I guess. Surprised it didn't update the diary, but
Hold on one second, Miss Ryan. I just remembered something.
uh-oh.
It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
I thought she was going to leave anyway, but...
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
When his heart started beating again, it would what? It would work?
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Back again so soon, Miss Ryan?
I should get going.
All right.
Just don't fall off into the sea. Okay, the diary. Tell me about the... Wait. No, nothing? Okay. Pocket watch.
It's an antique pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left.
And I have a push pin, right? Aha!
I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it. It worked! It's ticking!
And that's how you shift back?
I did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
How does that work?
My God, it's a shift. I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own two hands. I wouldn't want
pretty
to
impressive.
leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now. Now you go ahead, Miss Ryan. Go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Thanks for your help.
Say hello to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And then I said, thanks.
Cortez. Oh, God, it's real. It's all true. I saw it. I saw the other world. Arcadia. Either I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. Fact is, I don't believe in magic.
The sun does not need you to believe in it to rise in the morning, señorita. You have seen the truth with your own two eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you. It is up to you now.
Well, do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
If I can only ask one of these...
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift? See? The power is yours, yes? But for now, you need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You kind of have
You
to.
must. The worlds depend on it.
We'll ask what happens now last, just in case that advances the
Who
plot.
are you really, Cortez?
Excuse me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're still a mystery to me. Or so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering about what and how and where.
I'd settle for the truth, just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
Perdóname. Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, Señorita Ryan. Later. But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
What happens now?
The Minstrom told you about the balance. About Stark and Arcadia.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum Tobias.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrom. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an Instrum then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful. So you know what is going on with the balance.
Tobias told me that the Guardian was missing, and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of this. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be. Like last night.
What about last night?
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were others, and they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do. The divide is being breached. It is not yet time for the worlds to be united. A breach could prove catastrophical.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?
4 things. We must find the Lost Guardian, we must locate the gateway to his realm, and the disc that is the key to his tower, and we must do what we can to curtail and defeat the Vanguard.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Find the Guardian, gateway to the realm, the key, which is the disc, and then, yeah.
How are we going to find the Guardian?
The moment he surrendered his throne and left his realm, he stepped back into our world. This world, Stark. This is where he was born, and so this is where he must return to.
But he could be anywhere, right?
This city has power, April. Not magic, but the opposite of magic. And it draws people to it like flies to an open fire. All the pieces of the puzzle come together here. You, me, the Vanguard, the Guardian. I can guarantee you that he's here. But where exactly I do not know. I think maybe the Vanguard do. I think they may have him.
If they have him, how are we going to get him back? And why do they need him? Why do we need him?
He left his realm But he's the last guardian, and only he can open the doorway back to his realm to let his successor through. The Vanguard knows this, but what they don't know, yet, is how to get there.
Who'd know about the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
That I do not know. That knowledge wouldn't be here in Stark. You must go to Arcadia, study the books, talk with the Minstrom and others who might know, but not yet. First, we must finish our mission here.
Okay.
Where's the key to the Guardian's realm?
In Arcadia. The key contains two parts. One is the disc itself, the other is the 4 jewels, the eyes of the dragons. That gives the disc the properties of the balance and makes it complete.
Right, so how many pieces is that?
Where is the disc?
The disc was left in the care of the Sentinel 10,000 years ago. In the beginning, it was kept in the open, displayed for all to see. But not anymore. Not since thieves tried to make away with it. They will know where it is. Ask Tobias, Vestrum Tobias.
Where are the 4 jewels?
Ah, the eyes of the dragons. They are kept by the 4 dragons themselves. 2 in Arcadia and 2 in Stark. The white dragon has 1, as does the old one. These you must find yourself. I'll help you with the others.
How do we defeat the Vanguard?
The Vanguard are strong here and growing stronger. Even in Arcadia, they are gaining a foothold. And with the Tyrant on a leash, the future looks quite bleak.
How do you know so much about what's going on in Arcadia?
Voices whisper in my ear, señorita. Voices that I trust.
You're saying the Vanguard are strong here. How come I haven't heard about them?
They don't go by that name here. Did you ever hear of the Church of Voltec?
Sure, they're... Oh, that's the Vanguard?
See?
Then they're big, very big. But why do they... Why assume a different name here?
In Arcadia, they flaunt their philosophy. They preach the destruction of the balance under the pretense of returning humankind to the glories of the past. Here, they cannot do that. So they have integrated themselves slowly but surely into society under the subterfuge of the New Age religion. And they've built a financial empire to match governments.
They have that much money?
The Vanguard own multinational companies. They own planets, April. They own armies. All they need is the balance, and they will own everything. The twin worlds will be at their mercy.
So, we basically don't stand a chance, do we? Against an enemy like that.
If we hold at bay the forces of chaos, and if we ensure the natural continuation of the Guardian's role within the balance, then they will have lost.
How are we supposed to fight this chaos you keep talking about?
You're the key, April. You have the power to shift, yes? But there's more to you than that. You are a child of the balance. And no, that will have to wait. By just being alive, you counter chaos. Without you, last night might have turned out much worse. That tiny breach might have been permanent.
I didn't do anything.
Then imagine the power you wield when you really do something. Trust me on this, amiga. It's instinctive to you to fight chaos. You see it so clearly, and you will know what to do. You are most needed in Arcadia, where chaos is a part of reality. The tidal wave will hit there first, and unless it's subdued before it hits Stark full force, we'll never stand a chance. So you will have to travel to Arcadia after we are done here.
Okay, so that's it? Kick some Vanguard ass, find the Guardian, locate the entrance to his realm, and a 10,000-year-old disc and 4 Dragon Eye jewels? And oh, April, make sure you do battle with the physical manifestations of chaos along the way, because hey, that's your destiny. It's impossible, Cortez. I can't do these things. I'm 18, I'm an artist. No, not even that, I'm nobody. You can't place all these responsibilities on my shoulders. I can't carry that much.
I will help you, April. Others too, you're not alone.
I feel very alone, and I can't even tell anybody about this. Yeah, hi. How are you? I'm the Chosen One. Can you help me save the world from evil and chaos?
There is no chosen one, April. There are only those who would and those who wouldn't. You have a choice between the two.
You said I had powers, that I wasn't like everybody else.
True, but you still have a choice. Prophecies can never unravel the will of a single human. You are one of many possible paths, but unfortunately, most of the alternative paths have been blocked by circumstances beyond our control. The world does depend on you, but you have not been chosen. You choose for yourself what you are and what you will be.
Yeah, circumstances beyond our control. That's the Vanguard. I'm just curious how the Vanguard is able to operate in Arcadia. I mean, I know the Vanguard is the Arcadian branch of the... Yeah. It's just weird, because I thought they were in their worlds and there was no crossing the divide, you know what I mean?
What happens if I choose no, no way?
I am not a fortune teller, nor am I a Vinar. What will happen? Something else? That's all I can tell you. Something else. But I'm sure it won't be anything good. Not unless you agree to help.
But I can't do it. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not your savior. I don't have any magic powers. I'm just this girl. I'm just me.
The choice is yours, April. As always, the choice is yours.
It's not much of a choice, is it?
For what it's worth? Perhaps not. Still, you need to come to the decision on your own.
Then the choice will have to be, yes, let's save the world. Where do we start?
Here, in Newport. We must find out about the Vanguard. Their headquarters are in this city, but where? Do they have the Guardian under lock and key? What are their weaknesses? Once we've done that, you must travel to Arcadia. I cannot go there, and besides, I have things to take care of here.
Right. Except, where the hell do I go to find out about the Vanguard? The library? The net?
Valuable information is hard to find. Remember the painting I showed you yesterday?
Sure.
The artist, a boy named Warren. I told you about him, yes? Warren is involved in a lot of activities that aren't exactly legal. He has connections. He can point us in the right direction.
All right, okay. Where do I find him?
My friend, Father Raul at the Hope Street Cathedral, he's had some contact with the boy lately. Ask him.
Wait, did you say Hope Street?
Yes?
As in the most dangerous neighborhood in Newport?
Is it? I don't usually follow the civic affairs of the city. I remember Hope Street when they first built it, a clean neighborhood.
That must have been a very long time ago.
Still, I'm sure you'll be safe. You're a girl, no? A self-respecting gentleman would never harm a girl.
It's the self-respecting gentleman part I'm concerned about. Still, I can handle myself. Father Raul, was it? At the Hope Street Cathedral?
Yes. He will lead you in the right direction. Help you find Warren Hughes. When you're done tomorrow, we will meet up at the cathedral late in the afternoon. I need to speak with Raul as well.
Okay, good. It's a plan then?
Enjoy yourself tonight, April. Who knows what the future may hold? Good night.
Kind of walks funny. But yeah, so I think I guess she's white. My understanding is white women are actually the safest out of all groups in dangerous areas. They like to say that they're not. Oh my God, women are so vulnerable. But if you actually look at violence statistics, men are the most likely to be attacked white women are the most likely to be attacked by black women, which is, yeah. So if you're a white woman, you go clubbing in a urban area or an area with like a high black population, yeah, black women might try to throw down with you. There you go. All right, so let's read the diary and then we will stop for the day. Saturday afternoon, right? So I get back, no easy task, believe you me. Yeah, I have to figure out, like, what do we do with the map stuff? What happened if we had left and then winded the watch? Wound the watch? I wonder if we're gonna have to, like, resume where we left off over there, right? So I get back, no easy task, believe you me, and Cortez proceeds to finally tell me everything, and we have a plan, which sounds good to me, but then I really don't have that much experience with plans. I'm usually like, let's do whatever, but now we have a plan with a capital P even. Okay, so we, as in Cortez and myself, have to find this guardian guy, the key to his realm, an old stone disc with 4 jewels, and the way back into that place, because apparently nobody knows where it is, duh. And while all this is going on, I'm supposed to restore balance to chaos, and do the laundry, probably. To think that 2 days ago, all I had to remember was whether a customer ordered a double decaf latte or a low-fat cappuccino. There's a lot to be said for simple ignorance. Anyways, tomorrow morning I'm off to find whatever information I can on the Vanguard. Yay. Okay, so let us save. No, I think that's the previous one, right? Because, yeah, we wanted to find the musical instrument. Okay, so what did we do this time? We went and got the musical instrument, played for so-and-so, Captain whatever his name is. Got the directions to West House, Brian? I think Brian Westhouse. Got there, got the watch, wound it, and that was the signal to Chavez through the dimensions that he was supposed to open a shift for us again. Went back, we got some explanation from him during all that time when the map dude was telling us the directions on how to get to Westhouse's place. He mentioned that men think it's better to be killed than locked up, than have their freedom taken away. And that's something I actually agree with as well. I mean, if you're going to do something so serious that it's either death or be locked up basically forever, just kill me, you know, because stealing someone's freedom, like, you can kill them, you know, it's not murder. If you want to call it murder, by all means, but, you know, putting down an animal, you know, or if a human is literally a sociopath and they don't know right from wrong, you know, you're removing a danger to other people. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. You're, you know, if someone does things to, like, if someone is some kind of a child predator, putting them down ensures no other children will come to harm at their hands, right? And I think that is, like, it's like that's judgment, right? But if you go and you like if you were to torture them, that would be bad, right? Because you're not just, then it becomes like a personal thing, whereas locking them up is sort of on the same thing. It's like you're taking their freedom away. And yes, death does that too, but it's not the same. You're making them suffer, sort of. I don't know, it's a atrocity is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. That's my thought. Anyway, feel free to disagree. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. I read all of them. I'll respond. And if you're, you know, if you leave a comment in good faith, then we can actually have somewhat of a conversation. In bad faith, I'll probably still answer you, and then the minute you start doing some shenanigans, I'll be like, nah, I think I'm good, you know? But you never know. You never know. What is this? What is that? Is that a hat? What is that? Or is it... Who knows? Yeah, so what is your guys' unique positive moment for today? From me, I'm going to say... I think I already said the water softener people, didn't I? Or did I? I don't remember. Let's say that. If I said that in the last one too, then my apologies. But yeah, they came, and we're going to work on that going forward, and that's going to cost some money, so great. You know, but at least it'll get fixed, hopefully in the next couple weeks. And yeah, that is it. That's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys are just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.